I said you better watch what you're doing, cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. I'll fight with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
You are absolutely right. The way he went about it was absolutely wrong. Like, so, like I said, I'm not
of my Jewish hatred that actually goes. Other than the fact that why are y'all popping out of the sewers in New York City?
Annunciation Catholic Church. You couldn't have called it pronounced Catholic Church?
Yeah, pronounce the Catholic.
Here's what's been found in...
Oh shit, that is incredibly low. Look, I am fucking everything up from the very beginning, am I not?
Yes.
Always, that's how we roll.
Here's what's been found in the new Epstein files so far. Jeffrey Epstein gave Bill Gates STDs through a Russian victim. Jeffrey Epstein got permanently banned from Xbox Live because he was insulting people in voice chat. Jeffrey Epstein was watching Yuri and Five Nights at Freddy's on 4chan. Jeffrey Epstein met with the 4chan owner, and shortly after, poll was created. Ghislaine Maxwell was a high-ranking moderator on Reddit. Elon was in close contact with Jeffrey Epstein. George H.W. Bush sacrificed a child. Confirmation that Trump was bought by Israel. Pizza is probably real. Jeffrey Epstein viewed Goyim as cattle that can be mistreated. Jeffrey Epstein watched torture videos. Jeffrey Epstein worked for the Mossad. This is only the second batch. Here.
That's a fuck lot. All right. That is a lot of shit in somebody's life, man. Look, we actually got nobody on YouTube right now. Hell yeah, everybody's over there on Rumble. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
This shit would... Well, there's another story with Elijah Schaefer that seems to be blowing the fuck up.
Bro, I just don't get it. I just don't. I mean, you've been saying it for a while. A lot of these people are just fake.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense.
Let's hit yours before we go into the story here. What are you... No! Why are we doing this? What is happening?
Hey!
What is this?
It's an abomination.
What is happening though?
I thought you were going to go straight into your story. So I put this up just to throw you off. This was on my timeline and I just threw this up to throw you off from reading just so you can see it off the top of it. And you go straight to, what do you got on your screen?
All right, the screen privilege is revoked. I don't know what the fuck that was. Screw it. All right.
Oh. Say hi to everybody.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's go back. We got Jennifer here, Thanos, Jerry, Jonah Finn, Renegade, Rick Donner's with us. Cadino's here. How y'all doing today? And Sober's up there at the very, very top. How y'all? But nope, that's the video only. I need the live one. We've covered this dude before. This was the dude that was sitting there saying, you know, he's gonna go out and kill ICE agents and then dresses
Antifa.
like a woman. Yeah. And sitting there just doing this shit like it's really bothering people kind of situation.
Bro, they love to tell everybody what everybody else thinks. They
And there's
love
so
it.
much
That's all they do.
Right.
All they do is write fanfic in their head all day. Like MAGA just hates gay people, hates anybody that looks like them, hates anybody that's black. And then they turn around and just dropping N-bombs at people because they don't like where they parked.
Right. Or they vote the
Or because
wrong
they
way.
work for ICE.
Yeah, that shit's funny. But this
Me
dude
that
right
I've had
here.
to record this like 15 times trying to get the message out. They fucked up. Okay? Go watch my other videos. Doesn't matter if you're not here and you're not caught up. You missed the fucking fight. But if you are, it's time to suit up. Boots on the ground. Nicollet and fucking 26th. My house is 4 blocks away. Anywhere between Franklin and Nicollet and 26th and Nicollet. Show up, ready to go. Okay? Not talking about peaceful protests anymore. We're not talking about having polite conversations anymore. I am talking specifically to my fucking followers. This is everything I have fucking talked about, and this is exactly what I said was gonna happen. This is exactly what I said was gonna fucking come when we didn't fucking go and march on fucking Whipple with guns. Sorry, but welcome to America 2026, where Second Amendment is the only thing that's going to keep you fucking protected from literal fucking Nazi gunmen that are killing innocent people in the street with impunity. This is not a fucking joke. There's nothing fun to chant about it. Get your fucking guns and stop these fucking people.
You know, that outrage would be better pointed somewhere else. And that's at people like you, right? Yeah, they're killing innocent people. Anyway, self-identified Antifa member arrested after allegedly threatening ICE agents. A Minnesota man who self-identifies as an Antifa member was arrested Thursday, allegedly making violent threats against U.S. immigrants. You got him on camera. There's no way in fuck you can say allegedly making violent threats. He recorded it. He put it out on the internet. Iowa Warner, 37 of Minneapolis, is accused of a criminal complaint of using social media in January to encourage assaults on federal law enforcement officers and threaten ICE agents. The DOJ said Wagner had urged followers to confront and attack ICE officers, referred to agents as murderers and the Gestapo, at times called for armed violence against them. Anywhere we have an opportunity to get our hands on them, we need to put our hands on them, he allegedly said. No. What are we doing here? Allegedly said? No, that was on video. You can sit there and you would have an argument if the entire fucking, his whole persona online is AI generated. But no, this dude is actually fucking real. There is no allegedly to it at this point. We want to know who they are. We will identify every single one of them, and we will prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. If it has to be done at the barrel of a gun, then let's have a little fucking fun. Prosecutors also allege that Wagner, who was arrested on federal threats and cyber-stalking charges, used his Instagram account to post personally identifying information about a pro-ICE individual online, and later admitted the address belonged to the victim's parents. Holy shit. It's no surprise that an Antifa terrorist is allegedly threatening to kill and assault federal law enforcement officers as they dutifully remove criminal threats from the neighborhood, said Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. After all, what?
Isn't Antifa an international terrorist group?
Not yet.
Motherfucker.
They're a domestic terrorist organization. They have ties to international organizations, but they have not been correctly deemed yet. They have not gone through the process of deeming them a foreign terrorist organization.
Gotcha.
But, yeah. It's kind of, they directed the domestic terrorist thing and then loosened the restrictions for them to be able to go after them, but haven't fully done that yet. After all, this is what Antifa is about: lawlessness and violence. But under the leadership of President Trump and Attorney General Bondi, there is no safe haven for terrorists and no protection from the full weight of justice, he added. Under Attorney General Bondi, really? Wagner is expected to make his initial appearance in federal court Thursday. We know that a worthless man plots evil, and his speech is like a scorching fire. And Wagner's alleged actions were an attempt to spread fire into our peaceful community. This is not going to happen, said U.S. Attorney Jerome Gorgon Jr. Fox News Digital previously reported that Wagner was on the run and removed his remaining social media accounts Monday afternoon, while a Venmo account linked to donations was no longer accessible. Yeah, so he went straight fucking dark.
Yeah, well, remember we played that he needed the money because he was on the run, and he needed a place. He needed to leave the country right away, and he's got contacts. It was just a scam just to get more money. What up, Ken? How are you?
Yeah, apparently the guy has been arrested. I do like the comments here. Look, they put Tim Walls' face on him.
He's retarded. Get it?
Antifa, always in a bunch. Just stop saying they were all violent. Just stop being violent. For the love of God, arrest someone. I mean, they did though.
Yeah,
will they go anywhere? Well, that remains to be seen. Honestly, because you're letting motherfuckers go left and right off dumb shit.
Yep.
And I get it. You know, it's the judges that are dismissing these cases and everything like that. But why are you not playing their game as far as lawfare is concerned? Oh, what? It's wrong? Huh, cool. Let's play by the fucking rules while they use the court systems to throw our asses in jail so they can take power. What sense does that make? This is why habeas corpus was talked about. Suspending habeas corpus. But what sense does it make? You got judges that are letting motherfuckers go left and right, and God help you if you are in front of them. But they won't do anything about these rogue fucking judges doing this shit. Good luck. So, I mean, talking about Attorney Pam Bondi. Oh, what has she done since she's been in office? What has she done?
Not much. Not. She's been on Fox a lot.
Yeah. But we will see where this one goes, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to bring it to your attention that they got his ass. But again, I do have to say it though. How are people like this allowed to reproduce? Seriously, like I said, apparently we're bringing back asylums. But if asylums were a thing, he wouldn't have been out there on the streets anyway. The crazy does not go away just because you close down asylums. You turn them into mental institutions that people can just check out of whenever the fuck they want to, and then you get people like this who know they got problems, but embrace it without a sense of morality to hold it in check. You get fuckers like this. Why are we allowing this to propagate in the human species? I know it sounds fucked up to say, but you know I have a point.
I mean, you can't stop it from procreating.
I mean, if they were in mental institutions locked away in padded cells, yeah, they wouldn't be able to, would they?
Yeah, I mean, no, they'd still fuck before.
You can catch this shit very fucking early now. And you can curb this shit in people if you get them early. We've always been screaming for decades. We have a mental crisis going on in our hands, like the mental stability of people, their mental fucking health. Yeah, I get it. I'm afflicted too.
Here's the
But
problem.
holy shit.
Here's the fucking problem. Nobody. I'm not saying nobody, but a lot of people who claim to have mental health problems are just fucking retarded, or they're just very young, and they think that everything in their world. By the way, their world is like 4 square blocks. Everything in their world is just traumatic while they're going through their fucking hormones and everything like that, and going into adolescence and adulthood. Yeah, so everything's all fucked up. That's why. And now you have people telling them that they're not the right sex. That if they play with if you're a boy, you play with the dolls, you're a girl, and if you're a girl that plays with Tonka trucks, you're a fucking boy. And which is causing them more stress. Which now they have to go to school and deal with the mental patients that are in school who are teaching the schools.
Right.
And now everybody wants to be cool, so every boy thinks he's a girl, and every girl thinks she's a boy. And if you don't, you're the weirdo. And you're the one that gets made fun of because you don't want to lop your tits off and take testosterone as a girl or hormones as a boy.
Yeah.
It kind of sums up the mental illness that we have right now with young children.
Then again, you can also track it back too, because mental illness was not a problem until after the insane asylums in this place were closed because they were inhumane. I don't give a shit if we're shoving electrodes through or electricity through your fucking brain at this point anymore. I don't care if you consider that inhumane. I don't consider this human. I don't consider what we've gone through for the past decade human. This is just animalistic, violent, animalistic, rabid behavior. It's like everybody's got rabies.
You're right. Be job secure. You're a tomboy.
Gotta put this damn thing back on. It's not quite warm enough.
Oh, stop being a fucking puss. It's it's 30 degrees out.
Stop being a fucking puss. It's still cold in the house.
It's fucking cold. It's not cold.
It's cold.
We're going through a warm spurt.
But
it's a late-term potassium nitrate. Throw down retard teaching school today. It's your parents' fault, period.
Oh, yeah. 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 It is. My mom was psychotic, and I am psychotic myself. I wouldn't so much say psychotic, but...
You're fucking nuts.
Oh, I definitely am. I admit it. But 1,000 samples was sent from a testing lab at a possible biological lab found in Las Vegas. Dude, wasn't there a Chinese one in California? I think it was. Wasn't it? It was somewhere out there.
A biolab.
Yeah, where they were the Chinese one where they were caught because they had a hose going through a window, and they found like even God, what was out there? Smallpox and monkeypox and shit. That was that Chinese one. Now we found another one, apparently. Wonder what's going on here. Hold on.
The FBI is
This says, by the way, that stratagem glitch works in Helldivers too. Did you see the stratagem glitch?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, though. I'd rather not just have those to use, you know, but...
Biological laboratory allegedly
remember
operating
monkeys
inside a home in Las Vegas. Multiple law enforcement agencies executed a search warrant on Saturday morning. Investigators say they discovered refrigerators with vials containing unknown liquids. Here's ABC's Melissa Dunn.
Tonight, the FBI and Las Vegas police investigating a possible biological lab found inside a Nevada home. Authorities executing a search warrant Saturday morning.
This is an isolated incident, and there is no threat to the public as we stand here today.
Authorities releasing this video showing officers in hazmat suits searching the property. They say finding vials containing unknown liquids.
Our teams went inside and found evidence of possible biological material.
Authorities calling it a complex investigation that could take days.
This has to be a slow and methodical process by design. We have to take these situations very seriously, and we take all necessary precautions to keep our personnel and community safe.
Law enforcement say they took a suspect into custody.
Lindsay, this is an unusual case. The FBI says it is sending several specialized teams to help in the investigation. Lindsay?
Yeah, apparently Border Patrol and FBI are going too. Local and federal investigators in Las Vegas are actively working to determine what substances were found in a home described as possible biological lab, with over 1,000 samples sent for testing, authorities said. Okay. Officials searched the scene on Saturday morning, with investigators saying they are currently uncertain exactly what was found. According to sources, the investigation began a code violation call when authorities began to suspect that illegal medical type biological research materials might be stored at the property. The Joint Terrorism Task Force took over the investigation. The potential biological hazards and hazardous materials were primarily located and locked in a locked garage. Las Vegas Metro Police Department Sheriff Kevin McHale said during a press briefing on Monday. In the garage, investigators found multiple refrigerators with vials of unknown liquids in gallon-sized containers, a centrifuge, and other laboratory equipment, authorities said. In an open oh my God, somebody was making something. Somebody was trying to make
something. I wonder if that biolab was involved with Legionnaire's disease found at Harrah's in Lingham last month. The news called it fertilizer, but I remember.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Rick. From what I have read, it was affiliated with that warehouse biolab found in LA last year. Yeah, that was that Chinese one. That's the one I was talking about. Dude, they're trying to fucking make something. Investigators saw a significant volume of material, including vials and storage containers with liquids of different colors and compositions. The scene presented a high level of complexity with materials that have not been identified and still require careful assessment. More than 1,000 samples were collected, according to Chris Delzato, the special agent in charge of the FBI's Las Vegas office. The evidence has since been transported to an FBI lab for testing, according to the sheriff. We recognize that the public is seeking clarity. What were they testing for? The possibilities are being considered. However, the sheriff mentioned in cases like this, our process relies on being slow and methodical for the collection evidence of the testing of samples. The person arrested on Saturday, identified as Ori Solomon, 55, is believed to be the property manager at the location. Solomon has been charged with a felony disposal, discharge of hazardous waste in an unauthorized manner, and remains in custody according to court records. 3 people who rented a room for the property owner were safely removed from their residence and are not involved in the investigation at this time. Holy fuck. So it was his place. He was renting the rooms out to 3 different fucking people while making whatever the fuck he was making in this house. Holy shit.
That's a great roommate, huh?
Right.
You wake up, your roommate's making smallpox.
I'd be impressed. And I didn't know that was going on.
She's like, what the fuck?
This motherfucker's, I'm finding like gallons of yellow and different colored liquids and shit in my fridge, and I don't even know what the fuck's going on. No, somebody had to have known something. Come on now. The owner of the property was arrested and charged in 2023 in connection with an investigation of an illegal biolab in Reedley, California, authorities said. Yes, so that's the one I was talking about. He was arrested in connection with it. Okay, so the owner, a Chinese national, remains in federal custody and has pleaded not guilty. Holy shit. Holy shit, they're trying. This case led to a congressional investigation that found the illegal biolab had allegedly been receiving money from Chinese banks and was housing thousands of samples of potential pathogens labeled as being HIV, malaria, tuberculosis, COVID-19, and even Ebola. Dude, the Chinese are trying to fucking unleash biological weapons on us.
And the American government is allowing it because we're no longer talking about China buying fucking land anymore. We're too busy talking about Somalis getting deported, ICE and everything like that. Did we just forget? We forget that China was buying up our properties here?
I haven't.
Yeah. Geraldo back on New York ABC stations, all but killed off mental institutions with his report on Willowbrook State School in 1972. Yeah, that was a big one. That was a big one.
All right, but yeah, like this is if this is tied to the same shit that they were doing in Los Angeles, they are trying to make biological weapons here on our soil to release on our soil, so they're not so effective. Maybe COVID-19 was a biological weapon. Maybe that's
no.
why.
You think?
Maybe that's why it had such a massive fucking effect.
Yes, and our fucking poor diets are why we didn't die.
Well, that's why we did.
No. Well, no, that's why the old
motherfuckers died at a higher fucking rate than healthy people.
Because it was meant to kill the old people.
Oh, yeah.
It was meant to kill the dying already.
Yeah.
And then you had, governors help out with that a little bit by shoving fucking fluid through their lungs while they had fluid going through their lungs. Hey, try this. Oh, they're dead. They suffocated. By the way, if those two, if whatever, Andrew Pretty's death can be ruled a homicide, then I'm saying that all those people that died during COVID were homicided.
Well, they could have been. Check this shit out. This comes from Red Pill Bot. Bombshell vax and unvax study finally sees the light of day. Huh?
I was reading. Sorry, Marlene said there was. That was the excuse for closing them, but there were three reasons why they closed them down.
But oh yeah, well, I mean, you're talking about the insane asylums?
Yeah.
One, to transfer care of nonprofits who would give kickbacks to the politicians who voted to fund them. I mean, stop letting the fucking government be involved. Yeah, that's always a reason, right? Yeah, that's always a reason. No. But yeah, while she writes out the rest of that, Dr. Marcus Zervos led the study, but he decided not to publish it because publishing something like that, I might as well have retired. I'd be finished. Listen to this.
Publishing something like that, I might as well retire. I'd be finished.
I mean, I'm just curious. What in this data makes you think it will be as catastrophic to your career as you think?
What was he so afraid of?
All right.
The study was a bombshell.
It's starting to kick in.
18,468 subjects, 1,957 of them were fully unvaccinated. When comparing the health outcomes of the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated, they found an increased risk in the vaccinated of several chronic health conditions.
Davey, you remember that 8.5 fucking pages?
Yes.
I just want to go back for a second.
That included AIDS.
Increased risk in the vaccinated of
asthma, atopic pregnancy, autoimmune disease, brain dysfunction, cancer, diabetes, food allergies, mental health disorder, neurodevelopmental disorder. Every single one of these was known side effects in that 8.5 fucking pages.
Yep.
Because it broke it down as everything it could cause within each one of these areas.
several chronic health conditions. The vaccinated subjects were over 4 times more likely to have an asthma diagnosis.
4.29 times in the adjusted. And that seems, I've looked at a lot of studies, that's 3.26 to 5.65.
They also found 3 times the risk for atopic diseases,
which is kind of a subset of allergic diseases.
They found almost 6 times risk for autoimmune disease.
The autoimmune diseases this paper looked at include thrombocytopenic purpura, rheumatoid arthritis, SLE, systemic lupus erythematosus, MS, multiple sclerosis, and Guillain-Barré syndrome. They mentioned there are over
Guillain-Barré
80
syndrome.
different autoimmune diseases, and what their data showed for autoimmunity, 6 times increase in those who got vaccines when compared to the unvaccinated.
Which is staggering because autoimmune disorders
6
really
fucking
represent
times.
significant morbidity and health costs and suffering, accrued over a lifetime.
Neurodevelopmental disorders.
What kind of numbers are we talking about? Do you remember?
5.5 times risk for neurodevelopmental disorders.
We know that the immune system is
So we're just creating more.
doesn't matter.
We're just creating more ADHD motherfuckers now.
Yes, more people to depend on medications. Because Big Pharma bad until Big Pharma tells you that you got to get a fucking vaccination. By the way, when you get that free healthcare, guess who the test does? Guess who the test dummies are? Guess who the test dummies are? The people that get free healthcare.
Yeah.
And the people who volunteer with their own healthcare and decide to get their own. I have to get a shot. Where? You see the 7-Eleven there? Yeah, behind it. That's where you get your COVID shots. Behind the 7-Eleven.
And then you go to the next restaurant over and get your free fucking burger.
Yeah. What's it got? It's got a burger element to it? I gotta ask Dave. Dave, can I have a burger at 10 o'clock? That is the fucking biggest cuck move in my entire life that I've ever saw. A fucking 6'4" grown-ass adult with a white beard asking another man if he could have a burger at 10 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, I mean, that was straight up cuck.
That was the biggest I sit in the corner and watch my wife fuck other men move I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
But
What up,
I
Katie?
will say this: it is the biggest
heroin.
human medical experiment in history, and I guarantee you, we may not see anything along these lines again for probably centuries.
No, we'll see it again, real soon.
Ah, dude,
We'll see it again. I'm telling you right now.
Look, this one was actually fucking effective. Think about it. Okay.
Yeah, it broke the country completely.
Either COVID was more dangerous than they told us, or this vaccine flat out killed a lot more people than COVID did. Where is everybody, dude? Nobody's going outside anymore. Nobody has a fucking job. Everybody's so short-staffed. How are they fucking surviving?
Hey, off the fucking government.
No,
Off the government.
It can't be because all those benefits fucking stopped.
It doesn't matter. They just got all those PPP loans, and they all still are claiming that they are losing money because they can't find people to work. Why do you think we have so many people that are unemployed right now?
PPP stopped.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're still not hiring anybody. Nobody's getting hired. They're looking to fire everybody from everywhere. It's a scary fucking time we're living in right now. And once again, they're telling us that we have to repopulate the earth. Yet once again, with what jobs? Who's going to work? What jobs is there to have? You can't have it both ways. You can't have not enough, but too much at the same time. It's fucking weird.
It's going to be picking the vegetables that your illegals need to do, the wiping your ass that the illegals need to do. That's going to be what it boils down to, really. But I think they just want to replace the population of America altogether. Either that, or we can take it to a weird aspect and say this is something disconnected from my computer again, goddammit. Either that, or we can take it to a weird place and say this whole migration shit we've been seeing worldwide is connected with the magnetic pole shifts. And they know something's going to happen and just moving a large population to the land areas where that will exist. You want to take it to a weirder aspect, that could be a possibility as well.
But if we put too many people in America on one side, it might tip over.
Well, Guam didn't do it, so I think America will be okay.
I don't agree. I think if we put too much people in California, Ontario, Canada, that it was going to tip over.
What up, K-Bean? Michael? We got
What up,
Jennifer jumping
Jay?
on that side, too.
Remember what Gates said at TED Talk? If we do good with vaccines, we can get the population down to we are the carbon in their agenda to have net zero carbon footprint. Yep.
The whole point of having 500 million people, the Georgia Guidestones. I do feel like that's all fucking connected. I do even feel like that show Euphoria was connected in there. Planned fucking programming, predictive programming. You know, just, hey, people see this in a TV show. They understand what to do. They understand what's going on. They understand how to do this. And the ones who actually pay attention and figure out, hey, this really was a thing, well, they get to survive. And the ones that don't, well, then I guess the Darwinism theory really does plan out then, doesn't it? So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird as fuck to think about, but yeah, I do think we are the carbon that they want to eliminate. But yeah.
Ultimately connected with both brain development and brain functioning. And so when the immune system gets triggered by illness, potentially by vaccination, you can get neuropsychiatric symptoms, presumably related to brain inflammation and, immune processes in the brain.
2.92 times the amount of motor disabilities. 4.47 times the amount of speech disorders in the vaccinated compared to the unvaccinated.
3 times the rate.
What do koala bears have?
Delay.
Huh? Chlamydia? What do koala bears have? Chlamydia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I think it's
Russian
chlamydia,
dressing?
They found the same things I...
Koala bears have Russian dressing?
Yeah. Apparently. I don't know.
found related to allergy and autoimmunity. Also, 6 times more acute and chronic ear infections.
That's a little concerning, though. The ear infection thing? Because that means it's not just about the brain. That is getting your ear infected means the waxy buildup and everything that you get in your ear, that shit ain't helping no more.
Interestingly, there were several health conditions where they couldn't even do this analysis because there were none in the unvaccinated group. The way that the mathematical formulas work, you can't have a 0 in any one group and be able to compare risk.
For example, there were 262 children who had ADHD in the vaccinated group. Amongst the unvaccinated group, there were 0 cases of ADHD. 0.
These ones are just mind-boggling. These conditions were not found at all in almost 2,000 unvaccinated kids. 0 brain dysfunction, 0 diabetes, 0 behavioral problems, 0 learning disabilities, 0 intellectual disabilities, 0 tics, and 0 other psychological disabilities in the unvaccinated.
Holy shit.
Huh. Must be why they got all those retards running around now. What were they, like 4 or 5 when COVID started? Now they're 18?
No. That was just 5 years ago.
Dude, it feels like it was fucking a millennia ago. Swear to God. It feels like a whole nother century ago.
Yeah. But then again, just that increase in kids, 260, was it almost 300 ADHD motherfuckers and not a single one in the unvaccinated group? Come on,
0
man.
plus 1 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1 is AIDS.
The hell?
What up, Shane? I heard a good Bill Gates related joke. Looks like Windows isn't the only thing susceptible to Russian viruses.
That would still be 2. I think I understand where you're going with that. You're trying to add up the numbers and everything, but yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it's... But just stop. I'm going to mute the fuck out of you. But yeah, we all knew this shit was going to
Everything's well, Shane.
Really, really, really start ticking up.
Everything's great.
But to see this right here, dude, Fauci knew.
No shit.
Fauci knew it was a biological fucking weapon that they had to test on the masses to see if it was as effective as they were saying it was. So they released it. And then they gave you this jab that's, oh my God, we got 20 years of research behind this. And now it's fucking up the masses. You got 20 years of research behind it, but you announce it to the world a year before you make everybody take it. Like, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
What?
Virginia House just passed HB 217, one of the most extreme gun control bills in state history. The bill bans the sale, transfer, manufacture, and import of so-called assault firearms, using broad featured base definitions that hit many common semi-automatic rifles, pistols, and shotgun, plus standard capacity magazines, anything over 10 rounds, made after July 1st, 2026. It even criminalized these as class 1 misdemeanors and bars anyone under 21 from possessing them. Grandfathers for pre-2026 guns? Sure. But this is a clear step towards phasing out firearms millions of law-abiding Virginians own and use responsibly. And here's the kicker. Many gun owners sat out the last election or even voted for the Democrat who holds the governorship. This is exactly what the anti-gun crowd wants. Total disarmament, starting with assault weapons, but ending with all firearms. I warned you. It's never just about AR-15s. It's about every gun you own. Wake up, Virginia gun owners in America. Take note. Your rights are next if we don't fight back now.
Yeah.
Anything that shoots one or multiple projectiles at a time is now banned in Virginia.
We knew that was, dude, as soon as they were talking about it, we knew that was going to go through.
Rednecks are going to be pissed.
Well, they can still keep their guns because it's anything bought from that point on. You can't buy anything from that point on. So you'll still have your guns, but you just can't buy any new ones. And if you buy ammo for that, well, you're going to be taxed at an exorbitant rate. That's how that gun and ammo tax was planned in there with that. What have you got there?
By the way, speaking of,
oh, I gotta meet you.
That is worse than I imagined. Fuck, dude, this is like the whole city, bro. The whole entire city looks like lean.
what he's talking about is there's a new app that that shows you where Popeyes, Jamal's, and Tyrone's live.
Huh?
It's
What's
a new app that was made. You don't know what a Popeyes is? It's
I know what
chicken
a
food.
Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
what I thought it was talking about. But what's a Jamal's and Tyrone's? Are those restaurants too?
No, they're people.
New York?
Okay, so
What
wait a
the
minute.
New York's that bad?
It's a website that equates black people to certain kind of restaurants and food chains. This is where we've come to.
Look, I get it.
This is where
I get it. You don't want to live that far away from the chicken.
Here's where you could break it down with nearby Popeye, Section 8, UHTC, Boost Mobile, liquor stores, bail bonds, methadone clinics, porn shops, beauty supplies, and payday check cashing. But there's more. It could separate by the names, stereotypical black names.
Oh my God. 5,000 Jamals? 10,000 Tyrodes? Holy fuck. Oh my God, what am I saying, dude? Not, dude. Oh my God. Dude, you guys are...
Yep. You can break it down by names. So that's what he's looking at.
Of course they use a purple to be lean, the racist fucks. Check Philadelphia.
And you can check it by any area you want.
Yeah, that's, wow, holy fucking shit. God damn. Damn, bro. Is Philly the most purple in the fucking country? But what are the criteria? Beauty supply, Boost Mobile. Wait, why is Boost Mobile the criteria? Popeyes and Waffle House liquor store. Wait, what if I make Popeyes the only criteria? Hold on. Why does the amount of Popeyes correlate to the violent crime? Wait, why is there literally a correlation between chicken and murder? Oh, wow, bro.
And somebody did this. That's Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Holy shit.
The internet is just, it's just W's. I'm sorry.
And you thought it was the body-worn camera that tore the BLM movement apart. Fuck, it's this.
It's a Popeyes.
It tracks. It tracks. That's all I'm going to say.
Here, Houston, Texas, 77004, United States. Martin Luther King Boulevard. Houston immediately gets more peaceful once Martin Luther King Street ends. Look at the end. And then it's black.
Yeah, we got no data right there because nobody's dying.
And then a little... So fucked up. It's so fucked up.
How you doing, Cindy?
But New York is trash. I don't know if anybody knows it. But yeah. This was 7 hours ago. They still are cleaning up from the snowstorm. Still cleaning up from the snowstorm.
Poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Look at this dirt. A week after the snow.
Is that Rappaport?
Look at this.
Yep.
Dirty shit. This poor bastard ain't getting out.
He hates Mondami. But New York, now they're just taking snow, putting it just let's where's it go? Where's it go? All right, here's good. Yeah, right here's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna because I got nowhere else to put it. So right in the middle of the road, I'm just gonna we go. Just gonna flatten it out there. Not gonna turn into ice whatsoever. Not gonna do anything. Just gonna spread it out right. Yeah, this look, let's go right here. It goes right there. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. By the way, guys making $60 an hour just to do donuts.
I mean,
fuck,
I'd
traffic.
do it. Come on now, that would be a dream job right there. Go
Yeah,
shovel snow. Where am I going to put it? In the middle of the road. All right, let's go. Like they are spinning out and shit. That is, yeah.
Look at the fucking garbage. Dude, I'd be fucking livid. Nowhere to drive. Now, mind you, they got rats the size of fucking mini dogs in New York. In that fucking garbage, there's about 100 to 2,000 rats the size of fucking dogs in there.
Oh, yeah. I remember Michael Rappaport, though. Big Dick Donald Trump.
Yeah. Now, obviously, and now Big Dick Donald Trump. Like,
Yeah, he's
he
like,
was
maybe.
Little Dick Donald Trump.
Maybe I'm coming around to the pig dick thing. All right, I'm almost there.
That was from Rudy. But don't let that fool you. The shortcomings of the New York mayor just keep getting worse.
What do we got here?
Mayor Zohar Mamdani is playing a dangerous game of political theater after a hospital visit to Jaquez, whatever. The man who marched at officers with a kitchen knife, Mamdani is now standing by the bedside of a man on a ventilator, claiming he deserved treatment, not prosecution. It's a calculated move to push his new Department of Community Safety using a life or death confrontation as a campaign prop. The body cam footage tells the story of the mayor wants to ignore. Officers didn't rush in guns blazing. They retreated. They put a glass door between them and a blade. They pleaded with Zabab to drop the weapon. It was only when he was charging at them with a knife that they fired. To call for no charges. No charges. Isn't about mental health. It's about shifting the narrative to make the police the villains in the situation where they were the ones being hunted. Mamdani is trading officer safety for political points, and the city is watching the mask slip. So yeah.
Shows him walking with a knife toward. NYPD have just released this video. You can see it. It shows him walking with a knife towards the officers. You can see the knife right there. You can hear the officers call for him to drop the knife repeatedly. Put the knife down. And there are the several shots that are fired. The man's family, they are furious, saying in a statement that they're shocked and outraged by this. Mayor Mamdani.
They're shocked and outraged.
They're shocked and
that
outraged
the gentleman
you didn't let the man stab him.
Yes. Shocked and outraged that a man with a knife was lunging and coming at police officers.
The officer closed the door. He even had his hand on the door to keep it closed, and the man still tried to come through the door. That is all by all means justified. He could have done it as soon as he stepped around the woman from the kitchen.
Not in today's New York. Not in today's.
Mayor Mamdani has questioned the protocols that led up to the shooting. They say that he should not be prosecuted. Mamdani has visited him in the hospital. He remains in the hospital after undergoing several surgeries. We, of course, are going to continue.
The mayor visited the guy in the hospital and said that he should be brought up on no charges. And then he had a conference, and this is what he said.
Okay, go ahead.
My job as the mayor is to be straightforward with the New Yorkers and also to inform them of updates. And in meeting with the family, in visiting Jabez at the hospital, and in viewing this footage, it is clear to me that what Jabez needs is mental health treatment, not criminal prosecution from a district attorney. And
Communist Playbook 38 transfers some of the powers of arrest from the police to social agencies. Treat all behavioral problems as psychiatric disorders, which no one but psychotherapists can treat. Yeah, sorry. I'm finding indigestion.
Okay. These behavioral problems, he needs mental health treatment. How about sticking fucking voltage through their heads again?
Hi, Jane.
Can we do that?
No.
It doesn't have to be at such a high rate as far as like electrocution. But I'm pretty sure it would snap a lot of these motherfuckers out of this.
But then you get 39, dominate the psychiatric professions and use mental health laws as a means of gaining cohesive control over those who oppose communist goals. Holy fucking shitballs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you
I never read the Communist Manifesto. I've never read it.
The crazy on the horde. Or you unleash the horde of crazy on the population. Yes. And that's exactly what we've been doing for decades now.
Spud said he's right. That was the Upper East Side where all the rich people live. That's where all that garbage and Michael Rappaport lives, on the Upper East Side. Yeah, that's all the rich people. He's pissing off the rich people. Just continues to piss them off. But let's finish this.
We are talking about a family that is enduring the kind of pain that no family should.
The family, not the cop who was lunged at, who was doing his fucking job. The psychopath that got shot is who everybody should have sympathy for. Stop the world. I want to get off.
And an individual that has lived with schizophrenia for many years. And we have known of the need of a Department of Community Safety prior to this moment. This only highlights the urgency of that need.
Have a good night, Hotwax.
Hey, Jay.
What up, Shane? How you doing?
Shane's been here for like an hour.
Has he? I just now noticed the name. My bad.
By the way, did you realize that Rob fucking raided you the other night?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you weren't even. I was watching you for like 20 minutes. You did not even fucking acknowledge anything.
Did I not?
It was like 300 people in the chat, and you were just going off on something. By the way, I was watching you while we were starting business party, and I said that you were funnier with no sound because all you saw was you doing this. And I'm like, Rich is more hilarious without the sound on.
I hate it, man. I've listened to him way too fucking long. It just gets to me that they can sit there and knowingly, with a smug look on their face, say the shit that they actually fucking do. Which has gotten us to the point that, I get it, it's all by design and everything, but my question is, when do you start considering it treason? Using informational and psychological warfare on the people, when do you start considering that treason? Because it's beginning to be way too you got 6 fucking officials in our goddamn government telling the fucking military, hey, defect and come with us.
Hey, it worked for Vindman.
It's, when do we stop playing these fucking games? That's all I want to know. It is that time, yeah. I got the link here in the chat for you, ladies and gentlemen. Join us on the Rumble side. We still got a little bit more to talk about. You got 3 minutes. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Hey, it's me, Davey. You know, the simple one. Here at Off Label Podcast, we're all about doing things the off-label way. But without you, we're just 2 idiots who talk to each other on the internet. So please, if you could, hit that like button, repost, and give us a follow. And if you're feeling frisky enough, throw a comment. We now return you to our regularly scheduled bullshit.
Isn't that hard?
I mean, it's not.
So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess. What's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing.